folks, this is Bee, and today I'm going to talk about smoke scrying. I love smoke scrying. It is a form of oracling. It helps me see future events. It helps me gain insights into what is going on at this moment of time, because very often things are beyond the veil or under a cover and you can't really tell what's going on. So when I do smoke scrying, I like to use loose incense. Usually I make my own, depending on what kind of information I need. But in a pinch, I also use Star Child's Ceridwen incense or the Sons of Asgard incense, which is also really good. So the question I do for testing, so you always have to have a tester question to calibrate the smoke, is: am I going to win the lottery this week? Smoke. If I am to buy a ticket, please go to the left. If I don't have to bother, please go to the right. If it's not entirely sure, then you can go upwards. When it twirls, there are particular reasons why it does that as well. So you can see that here in my smoke, it went all the way, twirly, 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 swirly, swirly, swirly. So it was like it's still in the stars. I can't tell you right now. But it's really important to calibrate your smoke, to make sure that you understand the messages the smoke gives you. Sometimes you can see forms in the smoke, sometimes you can see faces in the smoke, beings in the smoke, the spirit of smoke. It really is all of that. It depends on the movement, the shapes, the colors of the smoke rising, that you can get the information that you need. Smoke scrying is often also referred to as capnomancy, and one of the things that people often forget to say about this is that the smell of the incense and what it invokes is also extremely important. So sometimes the smell of the incense may bring forward a particular memory, something that you might need to work on. So if you feel a little bit out of sorts, if you feel like you're a little bit discombobulated or something isn't quite right, using the smoke as an trigger in a way will help you to see possibly what is on your mind or in your mind that you can't really see right now. So to start with, I set up a little altar. Wherever I am, I always have altar items with me. I light my candle, I light the charcoal disc. I usually leave the room because some of them have sulfur in them or saltpeter, and I wait until it's red hot. Then I come back and I have my incense. I place my incense on there, and I have my piece of paper and a pen ready to write down any messages that might come forward. It is the flow of the smoke that I watch, and it is mesmerizing. Some of the time you go into a small trance and you see images and visions in the smoke. They may be just messages for you. There may be energy surges for you, and you might need some grounding energy, some grounding in order to sort through the noise of your thoughts. So much may come up. What I do like is that I use this kind of thing at the new moon, at the full moon. I use it at the fire logs, fire pits, bonfires. Very often the smoke from a bonfire can also be really helpful. Ask your question. Ask the smoke to bring you the information that you need. Write down the information, anything that you see, anything that flits through your mind. There doesn't need to be a great talk from the smoke. It literally is little snippets, little information that flits through your mind. Everything is important, everything means something. Doing it at different moon phases and doing it at different Sabbats will have different meanings behind them. So when you want to cleanse your house with smoke, it's usually best done on a waning moon phase and with a herb that is perfect for cleansing. So I love using mugwort. What else is there? We wash away the bad vibes, the strange lingering energies, any kind of fights that you might have had with family or friends. And any physical bad bacteria, for example, sage, and I'm not talking about white, I'm talking about normal everyday sage that I grow in my garden, is antimicrobial. So there are so many things that you can work. The smoke pattern will tell you how the cleansing is going. If it's strong and straight up, does it indicate that things are cleansing well? If it is erratic and wavy, maybe there is a hint that you need to do some extra protection work from your workplace, from your home. And if it is thick, white, purifying smoke, it is really good and healthy. So when you see my smoke, it's actually a little darker. So there's something going on there. So it is really important to observe and write down what kind of smoke you're seeing. Concentrate, focus, don't be distracted. It happens so quickly, and you can always reload the sensor if you need to, if something isn't entirely clear. So go ahead. Have a go. The trained eye is one that practices. Like everything else in the craft, it's about practicing, it's about observing, it is about being present. And then the answers will come. Slowly but surely, you will get better at this. It is probably one of the most difficult ways of divination, but also one of the most fascinating ones. I could sit there for hours watching my smoke. I could sit there for hours unfocusing my eyes and trancing. Blessed be.